Hi Scorpio, welcome to the Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today I'm going to do the general August reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you know your sun sign and it's Scorpio, you're in the right place. If you know your moon and your rising signs, make sure to look for those as well. I went ahead and already pulled the spread. So I pulled a few cards for each month to get you through, for each week to get you through the month of August. I went ahead and used one deck for kind of the main energies, and then I did an overlay with another deck to kind of give more insight into your situation. In the first week, we have the universe paired with the Knight of Wands, and the clarifier is the King of Wands, which for this deck is actually the same energy as this. So basically, we have a double King of Wands energy here. So that's really, really powerful. In the second week, we have the Death card reversed, and that is paired with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Swords. In the third week, we have the Prince of Swords in the reverse. It is paired with the Nine of Wands. And in the fourth week, we have the Eight of Wands, and that is paired with the Six of Swords. So there's a lot of energy going on, and there's a lot of shift going on. I get the feeling that the first half of the month may be vastly different from the second half of the month, especially with this death card here. Like there's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Okay, so let's get into this. So the universe. I get the sense that right coming into the beginning of the month, you're really feeling on top of the world, literally like king of the world energy. We've got the universe card here, which is the world card for like a Rider-Waite deck. I feel a completeness. I feel a sense of wrapping up a chapter, and the chapter that you're wrapping up, basically everything that you wanted to happen has happened. You've really set your intentions in motion and then brought those intentions to completion. I just feel a real sense of kind of like a perfect package being wrapped up, which, like, when does that happen, right? It's very rare. So whatever cycle you guys are finishing up, you did it. I mean, you just did it. You did it brilliantly. You're feeling like the king of the world. You're stepping into a leadership role. I feel that very strongly for some of you. Some of you may be launching new projects. Some of you maybe getting a promotion, stepping into like a boss or manager role. Or some of you may be going freelance. I feel that for some of you as well. Or if you've already been freelance, you're kind of leveling up your career and making yourself known as an expert in whatever it is that you're doing. Same energy here. I mean, that's the same exact energy. This is just kind of adding emphasis to what was already there. So this King of Wands energy is very, very present for you. You're really leveling up, Scorpio. I really feel that. In the second week, we have the Death reversed, which I get the feeling that you almost don't want to let this cycle go because this cycle was so fruitful for you. I'm not feeling a lot of resistance in the reversal. I'm just feeling a sense of like you almost don't want to leave behind what you've been doing these past few months because it just feels it feels like you've really been on a roll. And what can happen when we end a cycle and start a new one is, we end a cycle as an expert, but when we begin a cycle, we're like babies again. And so there's almost that fear of like, no, I don't want to reach that place again where I know I don't know anything, right? We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which means that you may hit some sort of I don't want to say stagnation necessarily because it doesn't feel like you stay here a long time, but you may hit a point where you go, oh, I didn't know as much as I thought I did. I'm feeling like I maybe don't have all the information I need to move forward on this kind of new leg of this journey. But it's paired with the Ace of Swords, which means something comes in. So whatever hiccup you have here or hesitation about your ability to move forward, I would just say ask. Ask the universe what the next step is, and I get a feeling that if you open yourself up to the answer, the answer is going to drop right in, and you're going to be prepared for this new start. This is infinite potential, particularly in the mental faculty, so you may be thinking about things differently, you may be very creative at this time, or expanding your worldview in some way to accommodate all of the ways you've expanded yourself to make this King of Wands energy happen for you, right? Stepping up to the King of Wands energy is stepping up to responsibility. So if you feel like you have a lot more responsibility on your plate, remember that this is something that you wanted. You wanted to establish yourself as an authority, and sometimes that means you don't know what you're doing. Like, just because you're an authority doesn't mean you have all the answers, right? It actually usually means, oh crap, now that people are listening to me, I need to be really careful about what I'm saying, because we're always in process all the time. Even the greatest ascended master still has things to learn, right? So one of the things about being a leader is, or being a teacher, is making sure that you're still learning, and that you're questioning your own methods and abilities and knowledge that you're bestowing on others, so that you don't move into a position of, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but you kind of need this Queen of Pentacles second guessing yourself energy sometimes, to make sure that you don't step into a place of like self righteousness, or like knowing it all, or like tyranny, right? There's a fine line between teaching and helping and control, and you don't want to step into a control story. And so I feel like that's all that this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy really is just making sure that you're staying humble. In the third week, we have the Prince of Swords reversed, and that's paired with the Nine of Wands. So the Prince of Swords in the reverse. This would be like the Knight of Swords energy in a standard deck. So something may come in this week that you want to take action on that you can't yet. And so if you've been feeling a lot of forward motion lately, which we've got, this King of Wands energy here, which the only difference between this card and this card is this one's a bit more dynamic, whereas this one's a bit more at rest. So you do have that kind of dynamism, action being taken, energy as you're coming into this month. And so you may kind of like mid-month into the third week be feeling like you kind of come to a standstill with something. Maybe you've just hit the wall. Maybe you need to take a little bit of time. Because I'm seeing this Knight of Wands energy here. Maybe you just need to take a little bit of time to rejuvenate, because you may just be having a lot of things going on. You're taking a lot of action. You're leveling up your energy, which can be very tiring. And so this wall that you hit may just be your own body saying, hey, like, I need a break. I need a timeout. So if something stops, it's not because the universe is preventing you from moving forward. It's just a little pause to say, hey, you've got a lot going on, and it's not going anywhere, so please take a break, right? And so this Nine of Wands energy is kind of reflecting that. Like, whatever it is that you're doing or aiming for, you are so close, but you are exhausted, you're tired, and you don't want to hit a spot where you burn out and lose your momentum. So take a small break now, so you don't have to take a major break later, where the things that you're working for kind of fizzle out, right? Like, make sure to take a break before it becomes a problem, and before it becomes a bigger break than you need it to be, okay? And in the fourth week, we have the Eight of Wands, which means you're kind of back to business. Eight of Wands is a really, forward motion type energy. It's also you kind of juggling multiple things. So if you guys are going through any shifts in your life, if you're moving house, if you're moving job, if you're moving relationship, if you're doing anything where you kind of have to either ride a new transition, or if you've just got multiple things going on at the same time. If you see here, it's kind of like this has arrows pointing in all directions. This is saying that you have the power to manage your time well, and you have a lot of energy to do it. Just make sure that you're giving things the energy that they need and no more. You really want to create balance in that. This is also a card of communication, so those of you that are in any kind of communicator role, especially with this leadership energy that's coming through for you, you really have the power to say what you mean and to say it well. So just reward yourself for your ability to communicate ideas clearly, because what you say does get the point across. What you say really does matter to the people that listen to you. And it is paired with the Six of Swords, which, again, that's where I'm getting this transition energy from. Some of you are just moving from one place to a better place, from like murkier waters, or more, rapid moving waters, to calmer waters, where you can kind of, I get the sense that this is just creating a stable platform for you to do all of these other things that you want to do. So we really do kind of have like the Six of Swords in your foundation, giving you a calm place where you can really be active, minded, and engaged with all of the activities that you're working on. So this all feels really, really positive. I get the sense that there's a lot of motion, a lot of leveling up, especially in career and home and relationship. Yeah, taking relationships to the next level, taking career to the next level, even moving house, taking home to the next level. I really feel that you guys are in a huge phase shift And just because you're really on top of the world at the beginning of the week doesn't mean with this death reversed here that this next cycle isn't going to be awesome, right? I mean, if you're already here, think about how much better the next cycle is going to be if you stay in your alignment, right? So also stay in your alignment. Do what you can to ground, connect with the center of the earth, connect with the cosmos, connect with your own soul and your body, and make sure that all your needs are being met so that you can handle this next phase of life that's coming in, because I feel like a lot of things are happening for you, and they may happen rather quickly for some of you, okay? So I think that's all I have. If you would like to schedule a personal reading with me to really get in on the details of your situation and figure out the best path forward for you, how to manage your energy while you take this next step, please schedule a reading with me. I will leave my website in the description box below so you can do that. I offer 30-minute and 60-minute sessions. Otherwise, make sure to like this video so other people can see it, and make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see the next Scorpio video. So I hope you guys have a great August, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.